For the people that feel are coming to the conclusion within themselves, maybe monogamy is just not for me, and maybe I'm meant to be in open relationships or something like that. How do you know if it's coming from an alignment place, choosing from alignment, or choosing from a place of avoiding fear, avoiding um, past trauma, or avoiding actually looking at your wounds?
Okay. Some of your listeners may not like this answer, but in my opinion, monogamy is the only thing that works. It's the only thing that allows you to bring the maximum amount of energy into the relationship to change your lives with it. The problem with non-monogamy, polyamory, or polygamy, or whatever you call it, is that it keeps you from making that singular, whole being, wholehearted, whole-spirited commitment to another person. And if you've got the back door open, you got one foot out the back door and two windows open, it keeps you from organizing all your energy in this relationship.
Yeah.
So I believe that anything but monogamy is a flight from intimacy.
Yeah, I absolutely love that answer. And I think there's so much depth from commitment.
Yeah, the thing about commitment too, Kate, that everyone needs to know is there's conscious commitment where I say to my partner, okay, I commit to being transparently honest with you about my feelings. And your partner says, I commit to being transparently honest with my feelings with you. So you have a conscious commitment.
Yeah.
One thing we also have a lot of times based on our old programming are unconscious commitments that, like you were talking about infidelity. Well, I was working with a man who was having an affair, or who had been having an affair for 3 years. And in the course of working with him, we of course had him confess that, and that caused a big in the relationship. But here's how I know honesty is always the best policy. His wife, during that 3-year period, had gained 40 pounds, and that became an issue between them because he was a very fit guy. And so it became a very convenient thing to say, okay, I'm having this affair because my wife doesn't take care of herself. She won't go to the gym and all that kind of thing. Well, within a month after he confessed and they worked on it, the 40 pounds basically fell off her. She lost a pound or so a day for the next 30 or 40 days. It was stunning. And why is that? Well, see, I think when there's dishonesty in a relationship, both people have to react to it with some kind of unconscious pattern.
Yes.
And in his case, he gave himself back pain. He was always going to the chiropractor and getting massages. So his way of dealing with his lack of integrity was to get back pain. Her way, because she had said, what's going on? Is there something going on? And he would say, oh, no, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. Her way of dealing that was through food. And but it could have easily been something else. It didn't have to be food, but that was just a pattern of hers. So when he became more honest and took the wrench out of the middle of the intimacy, suddenly she was free to return to her original body. And she just lost weight without even hardly changing her diet over the next month or two. So unconscious commitment is a big deal. And the only way to find out your unconscious commitment has to do with the very easiest way you can find it out. And that is to look at any negative results you produce or you are producing.
Okay.
So, that's the simple way, because that's where your unconscious intentions and unconscious commitments come to the surface. That's where you can see them.
Wow, that's beautiful. And so once we highlight them, we can shift the commitment to that.
You can shift to the conscious commitment then, but it's hard to do until you've taken responsibility for the unconscious commitment.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. I want to quickly ask you one more question if we've got time. And that is, if we do have a fear of commitment and do sabotage this, our experiences because of that fear, how can we mend that fear of commitment and actually enjoy commitment?
Yes. Well, first of all, everything needs to be out on the table in the sense of in any relationship, anytime there's a withheld truth or a withheld feeling, or anytime you tuck something inside rather than just talking about it freely,
Yeah.
that causes ripples in the relationship and glitches in the flow of intimacy. So what we need to do as soon as we can possibly learn how is make those 10-second miracle communications where you say whatever is the truth inside. Sometimes it's a difficult, sweaty one, like, honey, I got to tell you, I've been having an affair with my secretary every Tuesday for the last 3 years. But those things are better to get out and sort through them rather than hold them inside. Nobody ever got healthy and happy through holding secrets.
Yeah.
I haven't ever seen it in my 77 years on this planet. I've been working with people now since 1968. So my math is not good, but what is that, about 52 years, something like that?
Yeah.
And I haven't seen any situation where lying and blaming causes people to get happy.
And freedom. Creates freedom.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you so much.